Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Feed. Now let me explain why I have The Feed. Okay, so I decided to make this show about what turns up in my recommended feed on my YouTube channel. Now, sometimes YouTube can get it right and sometimes YouTube can get it wrong. So I wanted to point out some of the videos and ridiculousness they have here on YouTube, and I just thought I'd like to point it out with you, probably not every week, maybe every so often, but catch me down below if you actually think this is a great idea. If it's not, tell me, but please, I put anything you like down below in the comments, but let's get on with this so-called The Feed. Okay, here we go. So this is my recommended feed right here on my YouTube channel. And some of the stuff they recommend to me is, yeah, that's cool, but some of it's like, really? You're going to recommend this to me? Why? So, of course, Fluffy Talks. I'm already subscribed to half the stuff they recommend to me, and it's like, why are you recommending this to me? I'm already subscribed. What's the point, you know? But then you got things like things about Robin Williams, which I watch a lot of Robin Williams old stuff because he just makes me crack up. But I don't want to see it all the time, you know? It kind of gives me like a sad feeling, like seriously. Really, Undateables, like, why are they showing me really weird crap? Like, I don't watch sort of niche sort of live reality shows. I really hate live reality shows. Like, why are they showing me this? Seriously, like, if you have the same issue with sometimes YouTube giving you like the wrong things, like, seriously. But I get, like, sometimes if they send me Star Trek stuff, that's fine by me because I'm a huge Star Trek fan. But and Dan Bell, like, I'm already subscribed to Dan Bell, and I talk to Dan Bell through Twitter. So I don't understand why they keep showing me Dan Bell stuff when, like, duh, I'm all over his stuff. Like, I don't not be all over his stuff, you know. As you can see here down here with Rick here, because damn, he eats all the soap. So yeah, but they'll show me things like service dogs. The reason why they show me service dog stuff is because I was looking up service dogs in Australia. Because you guys know I have depression and anxiety, I was actually looking up therapy dogs for myself, for my anxiety, because I know sometimes in real life situations I find it a little difficult, and I thought that maybe having a service dog could help me find my triggers and maybe help me out. And it was just an option, an avenue I was sort of looking at. And then all of a sudden YouTube is giving me stuff about service dogs because my phone heard like everything. I'm pretty sure my phone hears everything I do, because as soon as my mum and I are talking about stuff, we haven't even typed it into Google yet, and Google's already giving us information about stuff we've talked about, and our phones have heard us conversate, which is really weird because, like, really, phones can hear you conversate? Oh yeah, hell yeah. If you didn't know that, like, I'm not being like a paranoid person, but that's exactly what happens. So yeah, so it gives me recommendations over the stuff that it hears through my phone, which is really, really creepy. But yeah, of course I have ASMR. I have other ASMR artists who I enjoy and learn from, and who are my absolute idols on YouTube, because, you know, I have my ASMR, that is kind of what I do. But yeah, I just, you know, some of these things I just think, oh, why? Like, I get fake service dogs, like, because I was looking at fake service dogs versus real service dogs, not for my own thing, just that what's the difference when I'm out there looking at people who have service dogs, and why do people buy fake service dog collars? Why do people pretend that their dog is a fake service dog? It's not right. It's not fair on the dog. It's not fair on people out there who get bitten or abused by a dog because it is not properly trained, or it is barking when it doesn't need to be barking, or pooing, or anything like that. And I think that's a really, really cruel thing. So yeah, I think it's bad that people have fake service dogs and fake service collars. Like, how dare you? Like, seriously, why did you do that? I think you're an absolute creep if you do that. But going on, Vines, because I only uploaded Vines, like, seriously. And, like, you know, we have Drew Lynch, who obviously famously has a service dog, and he has a stutter, and he has his dog to stop him from actually, like, his stutter gets really bad, or when he gets nervous or anxiety, just like myself, but his stutter gets really bad. And so he has Stella, his service dog, who goes and you know, taps on him or puts her leg on his leg or does certain things for him to realize, oh, hang on, Drew, you've got to hold back, breathe, and keep going. So I think sometimes service dogs are really wonderful. It's not just for hearing impaired or sight impaired, it's for people who have other illnesses. If I had an anxiety dog, it wouldn't be because I was lonely or upset or anything like that. It would to be for when I have my triggers or attacks, and sometimes my anxiety takes over me and turns me into a green monster, that like a Hulk sort of thing, a Hulk situation. That's like my anxiety is like for me, and I turn into the Hulk. And I'd like to have some dog to tell me, oh, hang on a minute, you've got a trigger happening, you gotta stop. And you know, it'd be good to have someone there to tell me to stop before I start. So you know, that's the sort of reasoning behind if I had a service dog. So yeah, I don't want to talk about service dogs today, but it's just YouTube. It's just ticked me off recently with service dogs. Anyways, so other things I like looking at is like, yeah, funny things said on like Family Feud and things like that. Duh. Like, who doesn't like when you see things on Family Feud and it's just hilarious? Like, seriously. I don't know why they give me these. I don't understand why. I'm not even anything to do with it. I don't know why YouTube gives me this. Of course, Mythbusters. I'm a huge fan of Adam Savage. I'm a huge fan of all of them. I do watch Star Trek Continues, so yeah, I'm a huge fan of them through that way as well. You know, I always get this stuff and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, give it to me, but sometimes I'm like, why? And then lately they've been giving me The Office. Now, I wasn't a fan of The Office when it was around. I didn't watch it at all. I know the characters, I know what they did, I know how funny they were in each character and why they did what they did. I probably watched the last season of it on TV when it was on. I wasn't a huge fan, but I do find it funny, like finding these little bits about them. I never looked up The Office. I never went ahead and looked up The Office and did that, and wasn't even talking about The Office. But some of the YouTubers have been talking about it recently. I'm not sure why, but then all of a sudden my phone heard it, and all of a sudden I've got all these Office feeds coming into me. Great and all, but thanks, but I don't really want it. Like, stop giving it to me. You know, I don't know why this is here. I'm pretty sure it's probably something to do with that I watch Marcus Dibble, and yeah, he had a big trombone about this Rick Lax guy, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I think that's the only reason why, and I don't really care, because I hope he fries in hell, to be quite honest. This guy here, Rick Lax, Tiv. So yeah, I don't know why it's giving me the Rotten Tomatoes thing for, because who cares, it's Rotten Tomatoes. This is another ASMR artist that I seem to love and adore very much as well. She's one of my favorites. Her name is Olivia Kisper, and I love her accent. I love the way she does things. She's very quirky and crazy and creative and innate, and I think she's really cool. And you know, I want my ASMR channel just to be like hers because of how silly and crazy she is. And I'm just pretty much the same. I'm silly, I'm crazy, like, seriously. So yeah, I'm a huge fan. But you know, I want to be like that. And she's like gold. She's like ASMR gold. So that's where I'm at. Don't know why he's giving me all this again. See, like Family Feud, I'm over watching those videos, like, seriously. Game of Thrones, yes, I haven't seen the new episodes of Game of Thrones because the machine I was currently using for that, now it went out of service. So now I have to wait and see if we can get Netflix or whatever, because me and my stepdad are huge into Game of Thrones and we love it and we have missed it. So I'm pretty sad. So anytime people are around me talking about like Game of Thrones, I'm like, OMG, stop talking to me about Game of Thrones. Like, why are you talking to me about Game of Thrones? I don't want to know. Like, seriously, I'm so spoiled. And I hate how sometimes my YouTubers I subscribe to talk about Game of Thrones, like everyone's seen it. It's like, dude, no one else has seen it yet. Like, hang on. Like, oh my god. So don't talk to me about the Game of Thrones. I don't want to know. Like, after, like, the whole, like, blowing up those people with their green shit, I don't know what happens after that. So, I don't want to know. So, don't tell me. Okay, so, yeah, that's that. It keeps giving me this, and I'm like, stop it. Anyway, don't know why it keeps giving me things about Reddit, because I haven't touched Reddit in forever. And yes, I talked to my mum the other day about Karl Stefanovic. I'm not a huge fan of him. He makes our country's newsreaders look like absolute dicks, and I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of his brother and his brother's work. His brother is really good. He does overseas work and stuff here in Australia as well. He's really good, but Karl Stefanovic is the biggest jerk on TV, and I'm not a huge fan. And he's the one with most of the embarrassing reporter fails. He is one of the most ones put up there. He's also memed a lot, and he's one of the famous reporters from around the world that, you know, is just hacked on because of how stupid and ridiculous he is. He was the one who asked the Dalai Lama about the whole pizza joke, and the Dalai Lama not getting it and making him look awkward on television. And I'm not a huge fan of him, and everyone loves him, and he gets Logies and stuff. I'm like Logies is like the Emmys of Australia, and like TV Emmys of Australia. And he just gets all these awards, and it's like, why? He is so OMG just crap. So yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes YouTube does not get it right, sometimes YouTube does get it wrong, but that's pretty much my feed for now. But if I get any more ridiculous stuff up here, I'll be posting it on the feed. But if you have any other ridiculous video you get sent, please send it to me through my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything I've got written below, send it to me. I will love to look at it, and we'll talk about it. And if you show me your feeds, this is fantastic. If you've got something hilarious, maybe a feed that come up and you just, well, like, save it for me, show it to me, I will maybe make it into a video, and I'll come up and I'll talk about it. But otherwise, this is Nicole here talking about stuff on the feed, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.